light the dawn, dispel the darkness, bringing light into this sphere, letting life express the essence, a living present without fear. Never face another morning without knowing all is right. For in life the world is forming, new beginnings are inside. Once the star-born knows his moment, once he sees his truth has come, let the world receive atonement with the coming of the dawn. Dreams of wisdom hold the future in the hand of destiny, a living truth without confusion, helping all mankind to see. Once the star-born knows his mission, once he sees his light has come, there will be a clearer vision, there will be a brighter dawn. Always focus on the changes, not on what one may perceive. What we are is what will save us. What we give, we will receive. Here we stand in our beginning, helping all mankind to see. Hand in hand, we all are winning one great world in harmony. Hand in hand, we all are winning one great world in harmony. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm delighted that you folks could join us here today. And I want to thank my good friend Larry Ferragalli for allowing us to use this wonderful stage. And I don't know how many people have had the opportunity to be in this room, but truly I think this is probably one of the finest showrooms in Nashville, and it's definitely a well-kept secret because this is a wonderful place. I'm going to do a song for you right now that I wrote right before I moved to Nashville, and this was in 1987. And I wrote this song, and when I finished the song, I said, this is a perfect song for the Oak Ridge Boys. And they were just going through some transitions at the time, and I figured, I'm going to go to Nashville, and I'm going to become an Oak Ridge Boy. And we're going to sing my song. Well, as it would happen, it didn't, okay? No, I came to Nashville, but my partner, a friend of mine that we'd gone back and forth to Russia as citizen diplomats, and I'll tell you about that story in a minute. I was putting him on the plane. He was going back to Elley, and we were in the airport, and we had our little tote bags. It was Soviet-American dialogue, and there's this gentleman sitting a couple of rows behind us, and he leans over and he says, what's Soviet-American dialogue? And we said this was a citizen diplomacy group, and we'd been going back and forth to Russia and doing concerts in Moscow, Leningrad, East Berlin, Dresden, and East Germany. And he said, hi, I'm Jim Halsey. Well, for those of you that don't know who Jim Halsey is, he was the manager of the Oak Ridge Boys, okay? So we ended up, the one good thing that happened, we ended up 8th row center at Universal Studios for their grand debut with the guy that got my part. Anyway, okay. All right. You were born in the back of my old grandma's cabin, in the old feather bed where my mother bore me. You will face this old world like the man of the hour. Rock-a-bye, hillbilly, rock-a-bye me. You thought you'd come to a world filled with sunshine, a world all wrapped up in a red ribbon bow. As a child you asked why there were men that were dying. No one could tell you that's just how it goes. I watched you becoming a man filled with vision and purpose and strength to create what you see. With eyes on a future that all could believe in. Rock-a-bye, hillbilly, rock-a-bye me. You asked the right questions and you found the answer, and no one can tell you that something can't be. You chose to do right and to be your own master, and God in His wisdom will help the world see. Rock-a-bye, hillbilly, rock-a-bye me. I prayed that a blessing would fall on your shoulder, that you would become the man of your dreams. I prayed you'd have guidance as I watched you grow older. Rock-a-bye, hillbilly, rock-a-bye me. I see in my twilight my prayers were all answered. My soul feels a burden has lifted from me. As I look at my grandson asleep here beside me. Rock-a-bye, hillbilly, rock-a-bye me. You were born in the back of my old grandma's cabin. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Speaking of our trips back and forth to the Soviet Union, I had the opportunity to do this 4 times between 1986 and 1989, and that was before the wall came down. And the very first trip that we took, we found that everything that we had been told about the Soviet Union was virtually non-existent. What I did find was that the Soviet Union was probably the most spiritual country, Russia, that I'd ever been in my life, because they internalized God. It wasn't something you wore on your sleeve. And so coming back from that first trip, I mean, my life was totally changed. And I wrote a song called Let Me Be. Let me be the peace I want to feel in others. Let me be the light that shines upon my way. Let me be the hand of brotherhood and friendship. Let me be the truth in every word I say. Let me be the chain that holds no man in bondage. Let me be the cause that joins humanity. Let me be the voice that speaks for truth and justice. Let me be the word that sets all people free. Let me be the mind that flies on wings of wisdom. Let me be the soul that knows eternity. Let me be the heart that loves without condition. Let me be all that I know that I can be. Let me be the eyes that focus on the future. Let me be the vision that I dare to dream. Let me be the mirror reflecting my perfection. Let me be the light I want the world to see. Let me be the mind that flies on wings of wisdom. Let me be the soul that knows eternity. Let me be the heart that loves without condition. Let me be all that I know that I can be. Let me be all that I know that I can be. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Give you a little background. I grew up in Nebraska. I was the son of a principal and superintendent of high schools virtually all my life. My dad moved to Omaha, took us with us, which was a good thing. Anyway, we moved to Omaha. My mom taught biz ed and English. My sister taught art and art history, and I'm the only one that didn't go into the teaching profession. From more than one occasion, I am sure that I'm the only sane one in the family, but hey. Okay, now I wish to point out that following graduation, we moved out to California, and we lived in this community that had a lot of kids. Had this little brother, Jimmy, who was pretty precocious. And this kid came running in the other day, and he said, "Mom, come look at the bear in Billy Joe's yard." And Mom went to the window and looked out, and she said, "Jimmy, that's Billy Joe's dog." Now, you've told something that's not true. And what do we call it when you tell something that's not true? A lie. Yes, you told something that's not true. It's a lie. I want you to go in your bedroom, and I want you to say your prayers, and I want you to ask God forgiveness for telling a lie. So he goes in the bedroom, comes out about 10 minutes later. Mom said, "Did you say your prayers?" "Yes, Mom." "Did God forgive you for telling a lie?" "Yes, Mom." "And oh, by the way, God says not to feel too bad because the first time he saw Billy Joe's dog, he thought it was a bear too."